Hi and welcome to the channel. If you're brand new here, I'm Tim. I upload new videos every week that are all about running. Hey, if you want to skip around to the parts of the video that are most interest to you, I've made it really easy. All you got to do is open the description and you'll see that I included some chapters there. I click on the timestamp of the topic that's of most interest to you and it'll take you right there. Today, I'm reviewing a stability shoe by Hoka. It's their Gaviota 2. It's their premium stability shoe. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I take them out to my state park. I'm going to do a little bit of trail running in these shoes. And then when we get back, we're going to take an in-depth look at these, talk about them, and see what you're getting for your money. They run $150 US. So let's take a look and see what these shoes can do. The Gaviota 2 by Hoka has been out a while, and I've put my fair share of miles in this model of shoe. I have well over 1,000 miles that I've run in them. And the shoes that we're going to be reviewing today, or that I'm going to share with you today, have over 100 miles on them. So just keep that in mind as we're looking at the upper, the midsole, the outsole. So they're going to show some signs of wear, but it's a good chance for us to also check out the durability of the shoe at the same time. The stated weight for these shoes on Hoka's website is 10.6 ounces. Now, I wear men's size 9. I put them on my scales, and they came in at 10.4 ounces or 293 grams. So I'm going to start with the upper, and you can see that it has lots of perforations around that toe box, all the way up through about to the midfoot area. And then it has some plastic overlays in that midfoot around to the heel counter that add to the stability of the shoe. Overall, I'd say that, it's pretty wide in that toe box. It probably has a little more room than I really need. I felt like it was pretty comfortable, though, in terms of the airflow. That open engineered mesh material does a decent job of keeping my feet cool when I'm out running. And one of the things to notice is that although I have over 100 miles on these shoes, the upper shows virtually no real signs of wear. So I think it's held up terrifically well. In order for a stability shoe to correct your foot strike, allow you to flow more naturally through your gait cycle, and to reduce your risk of injury, so it's got a lot on its plate, but to do that, it has to have you locked in and secure from your midfoot all the way back to your heel. So let's look and see how Hoka does that with their Gaviota 2, and we'll start by looking at their eyelet chain, and you can see that they have a unique system that's set in place here. Now they use an arch-lock wing system that creates both stability as well as support. It felt more like I was being banded to the shoe rather than being cinched in by the laces, so a very secure feeling underfoot. Looking now at the tongue of the shoe, it's well padded. It is semi-gusseted, so you don't have to worry about it migrating at all while you're out running. I thought it did a terrific job just laying flat on my foot, making me feel comfortable when I was out running. Looking at the padding around the heel collar as well as the heel tab of the shoe, you can see that it has plenty of padding there. It's about what you would expect from a premium shoe from Hoka. So I was always very comfortable that way. I never had any issues with rubbing or any hot spots around the collar or the heel tab. Looking at the heel counter of the shoe, you can see that they have plenty of structure here, which they have to have in a stability shoe in order to help correct your foot strike. That, along with the padding that they have around the heel collar and the tab of the shoe, and that arch lock wing system that they use in their laces, really does a nice job of keeping you secure out on your run. You'll also notice on that heel counter that they have a nice pull tab. I do appreciate that. It does make it easier to get your shoes on. Hoka also included a molded ortholite insole or sock liner. And I always appreciate it when you can remove those simply because they do get dirty from time to time. And it's nice to be able to pull them out, wash them, put them back in. Not to mention that they add a little extra cushion to your run. Looking at the midsole of the shoe, now Hoka has a lot of EVA foam from the heel to the toe. They have 32 millimeter stack height in the heel and a 27 millimeter stack height in that forefoot for a 5 millimeter offset from the heel to the toe. Now they have it ranked on their website as being balanced. So according to them, it's somewhere between their responsive and their plush side in terms of cushioning. I would say that it really leans more towards the plush side. It's a lot of cushion underfoot. It feels really terrific to run in these from a cushion standpoint. And it's just as cushioned or soft as it is today as it was when I first ran in this shoe. So after 100 miles, I think that EVA foam has held up really well. Now, Hoka is known for their Meta Rocker technology, but unlike a shoe, for example, the Rencon that has an early stage Meta Rocker, with their premium stability shoe, in this case, it's a late stage Meta Rocker, meaning that they started sculpting that foam well past that metatarsal head or more up in the forefoot area to give you a more stable feeling underfoot and a big wide platform to land on. Now let's flip the shoe over and we'll take a look at that outsole and that big wide platform that I just mentioned. I'm going to start in the heel, and you'll notice that they have a slight heel bevel, and that's simply to create a more smooth experience from your foot strike through your gait cycle and your toe off. Now, part of the magic or part of the feature of this premium stability shoe is Hoka created a J-frame, and you'll notice that that blue colored foam on the bottom there is the J-frame. And that's a more dense foam material that helps to reduce your overpronation or to correct a foot strike, allowing you to flow through your gait cycle a little more naturally underfoot. And that's really a big part of the stability feature for this premium stability shoe. Now, you may have noticed that there's some signs of wear on that rubber on the outsole, especially in the heel area and where I toe off. Now, remember that I do have over 100 miles on these shoes, so some signs of wear are certainly to be expected, but they have plenty of rubber on that outsole to help protect that EVA foam, so it is a very durable shoe. Now let's talk about the performance of the shoe and what it's like to run in it. You know, Hoka did exactly what they needed to do when they created a premium stability shoe, and that's to help reduce overpronation and to allow or correct your foot strike so that you can move more efficiently through your gait cycle. However, this is not the fastest stability shoe that's out on the market, and although I think they did a terrific job in helping to correct overpronation, it's a little slow underfoot. So it's not a shoe that you would want to take out for a tempo run or a progression run. But that's okay. It works great as a daily trainer for someone who overpronates like I do. It does correct my foot strike. It does help me move more efficiently through my gait cycle. and it reduces my risk of injury. And that's, for me, most important. So it is a shoe that I go back to from time to time when needed. So I think overall, Hoka did a fantastic job with their Gaviota 2 stability shoe. Hey, I enjoyed making this video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe give it a thumbs up. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.